Dead now. Yeah. Boo. Bitch, I'm a ghost. I could go on for days and days, yeah, I do the most. Wait.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or back to it. Dixie got all excited when I started there, but today we're going to be reading your unpopular opinions about service dogs. What do you want? Yeah, you're going to fall if you sit like that. Okay, anyways, okay, stop. Anyways, let's start. Our first one is purebred doesn't mean well-bred. I do agree, because not all dogs, they might be purebred, but that doesn't mean they fit, like, the standards for certain, like, for a dog that was supposedly bred for German lines. If they don't fit the German standards for German Shepherds, they aren't well bred. But next one, backyard bred dogs shouldn't be service dogs. Now, I totally disagree on this. Because I know a lot of well-bred dogs that have washed out, and most backyard bred dogs have succeeded in this, such as shelter dogs are all backyard bred. There's really no well-bred shelter dog unless there's been a mix-up that got lost. What else? Dixie, what are you doing? Come here. Okay. And then, two, you're cutting out a lot of options, because not everyone can afford a $5,000 dog. My well-bred dog isn't as much as that. Dixie, will you chill? Get on your basket and lay down. Drop it. Okay, now lay down. Anyways, before Dixie started interrupting me with her rude squeaky toy, I'll try to move on. Yeah, you're like eliminating a lot of options. Like, some people can't afford what I'm going to. My dog is going to be $1,200. Now, not everyone can afford that. I can't afford it at this time. My dad can't, my mom can't. So we're going to have to find a way to save up for that. So I absolutely disagree with this one. Backyard bred dogs can be service dogs, and they should be service dogs, because you have to give every dog a chance. Well, not every dog. Like, backyard bred dogs can have a good temperament too. Next one. Just because you use a flexi leash, that doesn't make your dog a fake. I totally agree. I was thinking of buying a flexi leash. Why is my voice so coarse? I just realized. Better? Kinda. It's squeaky again, but I was gonna buy a flexi leash for Dixie, so when we go to school and she's on a potty break, she can have unlimited, stuff without her being off leash, because I can't really trust her off leash next to a busy highway. But that's fine, because you can also, like, click it and then it holds that leash in place, so that is good, I guess. Okay, next one. Use tasks that can help you. Don't just teach a task because someone else did. I definitely agree on this one, because, like, for example, scratching alert. I taught that, and I never scratched. But now that Dixie knows it, I scratch when I'm nervous. I guess I did, but I didn't realize, so I just thought I was doing it for fun and for, like, to add another task. You shouldn't do that, because a dog can easily get overwhelmed with all those tasks. You should only teach the ones that can really help you, such as if I had a big dog and I needed guide work, but it wasn't necessary, like if I just wanted it for another thing to teach my dog, that's not really a smart thing to do, because your dog can get overwhelmed, because it's a job. Service dog work is a job, and jobs are really overwhelming for humans, so it's really overwhelming for dogs. So let's just keep their tasks tiny and what we actually need. Next one, making a big deal about a fake is more harmful to you than others, such as screaming and gathering crowds over it. I agree. If you see a fake, yeah, you should record because it's for your safety. So if the dog came up and like bit you or the dog, your dog, not the dog, but if it came up and bit your dog, you would have proof for court if you wanted to sue them over it. But generally, filming and then going closer and closer to purposely passing them is very immature. And a lot of people, like on one of my videos, it wasn't a fake service dog, but it was an aggressive pit bull. People got offended by the fact that I called it a pit bull. Okay, I'll specify it, pit bull mutt. Is that any different? Not really, no. But I passed this dog twice because, let me explain it. I was gonna pass the dog once, go this way, go back to our campsite. But there was a festival type thing. So there's campers and cars and kids. I just didn't want to, like, maneuver around the little tiny spaces of the campers. Dixie, get up here. Come on, girl. Good girl. Lay down. So I didn't want to do that because, one, I didn't want Dixie to get mobbed by a bunch of kids because she loves kids, but I don't really like kids around her, so. Yeah, and we had to go the other way because, one, it was a dead end. The campers were blocking the road, which they probably weren't supposed to be doing, but you know people. So we had to go this way, by the pit bull mix again, and it lunged after Dixie. I wasn't reading the dog. Dixie, enough. That's inappropriate. Stop. Don't give me that grumpy face. Whatever. Dixie's being a brat, but, will you stop? Dixie, enough. Come. Lay down. Anyways, I just didn't want Dixie to be hurt or mobbed by all these people. So I passed the pit bull again, and it lunged after her. And I said, oh, geez. Because I was shocked. I did not expect the pit bull to do that. It looked calm. And it had, like, this head halter on. So I was also pretty scared because I think that guy thought that that head halter was a muzzle. And it clearly wasn't. And if I go back to the memory, people were like, oh, it was just reactive. I didn't know reactive dogs lunged out at other dogs and growled to get at them with its hackles up. Pretty sure that's a sign of aggression. People need to start doing the research. But anyways, you shouldn't make a big deal out of it. And I didn't. I just passed them and said, oh, geez, and continued on. Yeah, I rambled to my blog, but I didn't stop there with the aggressive pit bull, with Dixie next to me, and start saying, you should train your dog better. You should take more control. No, I walked away from the situation and went to the campsite. So what you're supposed to do, if a fake growls at your dog, you have a right to say something, but don't just stand there and put your dog in danger right next to the fake. Just say something, walk away, it's done. And if the person follows you, threaten to call the cops or something, pepper spray, whatever, just make sure your dog is safe, because I guarantee half of the service dogs that are washed out are attacked by dogs. So yeah. Next one. All breeds can be service dogs. Now, yes, they can. This is a law in the ADA, and I see a lot of people, especially to me, saying German Shepherds can't be service dogs. They're too aggressive and reactive. I'm like, do you even have a service dog? Do you? Because have you read the ADA? I don't think you have. So yes, all breeds can be service dogs. I don't want to ramble too much because it's already at 8 minutes. But let's move on. Not all people have to train the same. I totally agree. And the same person said, we also don't have to use this. We can use whatever tools we want. I got bashed by this girl, not going to mention names because she's just a crazy person. She bashed me for having a German Shepherd and having a prong collar on Dixie. Now, she was bashing me because she said it was too low. It was literally on Dixie's right here. Like, right here. So, I don't get it. Honey, what? And she's a positive trainer. Why are positive trainers always, like, the meanest? Like, they bully everyone. Just saying, don't attack me if you're a personal trainer, please. But, yeah, I sound like a dude. Oh my god. I know, Dixie. Okay, well, moving on. Your SD doesn't need to be off leash if you don't need them to. I agree. If you don't need your service dog off a leash, you shouldn't have them off a leash because a lot of things can go wrong. People might scare them. They might bolt. People might step on them. They might bolt. Like, they might get scared and they might get reactive. I don't know, but just don't do it if you don't need it. People got after me for training Dixie off leash, but fact, sister, I need Dixie off leash. I have disabilities that interfere with the leash, aka dissociating, tripping over my leash, and my knee, as you can see, it dislocates. My kneecap dislocates. So by you saying my dog doesn't have to be off leash, that's totally ignorant, because she does. And she's not good at it, but that's what training is for. Oh my gosh, she just stepped on her squeaky toy. Now she's going to go after it. Dixie, give me your donut. Come. Give me it. Drop it. Drop it. Good girl. That's what she's playing with. Come here. Come on. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Okay. Enough. You don't have to be so serious all the time. Okay, fine, go get it. Anyways, I just wasted like 2 minutes, but, yeah, don't put your service dog or service dog, like, I highly recommend not having your service dog in training, especially if it's a puppy off leash, because service dogs in training make a lot of mistakes, as you saw. Dixie is still in training. Yeah, you are. Deal with it, sister. Sorry, trash mouthing my dog. It's fine. But, yeah, don't do it. Next one, taking an SD into a dog park is a good way to socialize and train. Now, I worded this because I didn't know what they were saying. It was kind of confusing, but I was thinking they were saying it's a good way to socialize and train your service dog at a dog park. Now, I agree to disagree on this. My part of disagree is because there's a lot of aggressive dogs at the dog park. Now, but I also agree because if you go to a certain dog park where they don't allow aggressive dogs or it's not busy, like we have a dog park here and I didn't even know about it until like the beginning of fall. So, yeah, I could take Dixie there and I wouldn't have any worry because this one guy, he has 2 long-haired German Shepherds and they go there occasionally. Because we stopped next to them at a gas station. He says they're going to the dog park. But, his dogs were very friendly. German Shepherds, they were very dog nice, and they were just friendly in general. They were pretty good dogs, so I wouldn't really worry, but before you go into a dog park to socialize and train, definitely, bring some backup. Like, if your dog is getting attacked, I would bring, don't attack me, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to get demonetized if I say it. Never mind. But pepper spray, stuff like that. I'm not going to say that thing. You can ask me in my comments, and maybe I could tell you there. But, yeah. Next one. Pit bulls shouldn't be service dogs because they are aggressive. I know who this person is because they did the next entry. I totally disagree with this. Pit bulls, yes, pit bulls are prone to aggression. Like, they can be very aggressive and they can be very dangerous, but not all pit bulls are like that. It's a matter of genetics and how you raise, train, and socialize. Just saying. This person, isn't really... she's the most hated person in the service dog community right now. Their account, Service Dog Police, so yeah. But they said pit bulls shouldn't be service dogs because they're aggressive. I disagree. No, that's just ignorance because pit bulls can be service dogs. And in my opinion, they make great service dogs. I would own a pit bull in the future. Possibly. I don't really like the breed because every pit bull I met is aggressive or reactive, and I just don't want to deal with that because I just don't want to. But yeah, and then the next entry they put is sorry if I have trouble pronouncing this word. I've never pronounced it. Taxidermy animals can task. I kind of disagree, because all they really do is give you comfort, I guess, and that's not a task, that's emotional support. They can't do DPT on task. You have to force them on your lap because they're dead. And how are they supposed to alert? Like, for example, if I had a taxidermy animal, how is it supposed to alert to my anxiety before it happens? That doesn't make any sense. So I really don't think they can task. I don't know. They can't guide. They can't do mobility work because they'll literally just flop down because they're dead. So I don't get it. I disagree on that one. Next page. Yes, this is a long video. I'm proud. They are all labs. I do agree. Like, the majority of the service dog community has labs or Goldens. And it's just, I don't know. It's fine. But the majority of people with labs and Goldens think they're better than everyone else who has that bird's hitting on the window. Don't mind that. But I've been attacked multiple times by people who have Goldens and labs because they think they're greater than me because I don't have a Golden or a lab, so that doesn't make me important. No, you're not special just because you have a certain breed of dog. No, I don't care if you have a Chihuahua or a Mastiff. I don't care what you have. As long as it's well trained, I really don't care. I don't. Next, small dogs are legitimate service dogs too. I agree. They are amazing. Two of my bestest friends, the first people that I met in the service dog community, Eden and I'm brain farting. Livy, sorry. I didn't forget her name. I had it in my name. I had it in my mind, but I couldn't get it out. Yeah, Eden and Livy. Livy has a service dog named Dakota in training. And Eden has one in training. And they're both small dogs. Eden's is a Chorky and Livy's is a mix. I'm not too sure what Dakota is, but Aria, is a Chorky Chihuahua mixed Yorkie, and she's freaking adorable, and I want her. Next, just because you qualify doesn't mean you need one. I agree. Just because you have a disability, that doesn't really necessarily mean you need a service dog. Like, if I just had anxiety that was disabling, that doesn't mean I need a service dog. It really doesn't. Especially if you can't care for a dog currently, like if you can't feed it, if you can't exercise it because of your disabilities, I think you shouldn't have one. Sorry, it's mean, but it's true. You shouldn't have a service dog if you really can't care for it. You know? Kind of like that. Next. Service dogs do not have to be a certain size. I agree. A service dog can be any size. Dixie is a really small German Shepherd. She has a deformity or something. I don't know. It's not like a illness. It's just something that she was born with. Her legs are long. I don't know how to explain it because her legs are long, but her body is low. But her brothers and sisters are standard size. She is a runt, but I didn't know runts could get that small. That it's just mind-blowing to me. Next, last one. Well, actually, I have two more, but I can't remember what they are. I have it on a piece of paper and I didn't write it down. Dummy. But not everyone with a disability needs a service dog. That's the same thing as just because you qualify doesn't mean you need one. I agree. Just because you have a disability, that doesn't mean you need one to, take it from where. But that's about it. I could add my unpopular opinion. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I'm like brain farting right now. I think it was something along the lines that I'm trying to think of. I don't know. anyways, I think this is the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you can see our uploads when we upload, because it's really random. Like, I'll upload one day, wait a month, and then upload, and then other days I'll upload and then upload the next day. So that's fun. So hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. So yeah, if you dislike it, you're a hater. Or you're a bot. I don't really know. Sorry, scratchy puberty voice. It's fine. But yeah, bye guys.